Good morning guys and welcome back to another vlog. So today is Monday, November 22nd, and it is another production week, but kind of a cut short production week because it's also Thanksgiving week. And since my parents moved to Dallas, I will be going to Dallas for Thanksgiving. So I'll be there for Thursday and Friday, and that's it. So it's gonna be a really quick little trip, but obviously that means I only have 3 days this week to get my life together and hopefully get some orders out before the restock on Saturday. So we've got a lot of work to do. This past weekend, I didn't vlog, mostly because I just needed some time off. I honestly really didn't do much this weekend as far as getting work done. Like, I really tried and I really failed. It has been a rough couple of weeks over here, so motivation has been low. I feel like you guys don't see that very much because I obviously only show you my productive things that I do, but life has hit me like a truck lately and it has been really hard to get motivated, but we are doing our very bestest. Today I want to get the silver Irene tops done. I have them like started, so I want to get those done and then we'll see. Starry's gonna come by some point today to drop off the dresses that she worked on. She should have all those mostly done except for the elastic on the sleeves because I didn't cut it out in time for her to take that. So that'll be 3 dresses that are basically almost done, so that's something. And then we'll see. I need to cut out everything else just to really see what I have left for the restock because I got the patterns in for the Victoria dresses, so I want to get those cut out. So yeah, a lot of things that are going on. I think Kennedy's probably going to stop by at some point today just to get work done over here. Let's just get straight into it because we've got a lot to do. Okay, update, I just finished all 3 of these silver tops. It is now about noon, so I'm gonna take a lunch break, but I'm happy to get those out of the way. I think that after I eat, I'm probably going to just cut out stuff because, like I said earlier, really want to make sure that, you know, there's enough for the restocks and stuff for the Victoria dresses because those are quite popular and I think one of the things that I have the least amount of fabric for, so I love that for me. I'm really trying to source out more like black satin fabric, and I have a potential place I might be getting it from, but it's still TBD. But I am trying to source more because I know that the black Victoria dress in particular has been super popular and everybody has been like DMing me about it, so I'm really trying to find some similar fabric somewhere. This is like the one thing with dead stock fabric is that like I wish I could make more, but I literally do not have more fabric and I can't always guarantee I'm going to find more fabric either, which is like the fun part of it because it's like very limited, it's like very exclusive, very much like unique to you kind of deal, but at the same time it's like I know so many people want it and I wish I could make it for you too. So I'm gonna try to source more fabric for it. We're working on that. That's what we're at right now. I'm going to take a lunch break and I'll catch you guys in a minute. About 4:30 now. Kennedy's actually been here like a good amount of the day actually, since like lunch to now. She just left, so I like cut the patterns out and I cut some things out fabric wise as well while she was here. But you know, I was telling her, I was like, you know, it's funny how like on YouTube all you see is me being productive and like doing all these things and it looks like I'm always just like getting things done, but reality is like it took me 4 hours to cut things out when it shouldn't have taken 4 hours because I'm literally having mental breakdowns all the time and I'm like not in a good headspace and it's genuinely hard to get things done. But obviously that's not something I like show all the time, but it has been really rough and I've been so behind on this collection because I just haven't been able to do as much as I usually do. Like I think for you, you still see that I'm being productive and getting things done, but you don't see like the random hour or 2 breaks that I take throughout the day, like just to sit and do nothing because like my mind just can't keep up with all of it. So yeah, I feel like I've honestly wasted majority of the day because I didn't really get much done. Like yes, I got stuff done, but like I could have done so much more and it's just kind of frustrating because like I can't get myself to do more, but I need to be doing more because I literally have people waiting on me and it's just frustrating. And like so many things were just not going right today. Like I ordered one of the wrong patterns, so I still need to get the actual corrected one of it. I realized I actually only have enough fabric for one black Victoria dress instead of two, so I contacted the second person that ordered one and like found a different fabric that I could make it out of for her. Like luckily she's okay with it and she's like a repeat customer, so it's okay, but it's like just nothing feels like it's going my way and I feel like the whole world is against me. And I know it's not, but it feels like that sometimes. And I guess I just want to put that in there because like I feel so fake if I just show productivity all the time, because that's not what I've been feeling lately at all. That is my rant for the day. But anyway, I'm still in a I can't get anything done kind of mood right now, so I might just continue to take a break until I re-energize myself in some sort of way, because I really cannot be doing this if I'm not in the right headspace, which is unfortunate, but such is life. So yeah, we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. Did I do anything last night? Absolutely not. I literally just called a friend and then I ended up going to bed early because I had to take my brother to the airport this morning at 5 a.m. So, you know, really not that productive day yesterday, which is kind of unfortunate and I kind of felt bad about it, but I also definitely needed a day. So good and bad. It's like I have all this work I really need to get done, but like trying to prioritize like myself in all of this too is like also important, but also like realizing that there's people waiting on orders is also important, so balancing that is really difficult. We're working on it. But today I definitely want to get a couple things done, so I'm thinking of getting the blue Adele, one of the blue Adele tops done today, and maybe the pink Adelaide dress, just because I use white serger thread for those, so then it's going to be easy to just like do all the white serger thread stuff. And then I want to maybe go to Joann's at some point today to try to find matching thread to the gold tops, so that is something I want to do later, which is why I still just have them there. Like those are gonna be so easy to get out because they're like the fastest ones to do, but I just don't have that matching thread yet, so I haven't been able to. And then after that I'll work on like the red Adelaide dress, because that is gonna need its own serger thread too and all the things. But anyway, I'm just thinking out loud at this point, but let's get working on it. I think we're gonna start with the Adele top just because that one's like easy to get in the groove of, and then we'll get the dress done later. So let's get to work. So I just finished the blue top, so I got that out of the way. I actually need to figure out my Instagram post for today for my podcast, because Mondays is when my podcast goes up. I usually post like a general like picture of the guest and all that, and then on Tuesdays is when the YouTube video goes up with it. So I like to post a little like snippet of the video. So I have the snippet made, or like Kennedy does that, and then once I approve it, then I'll just add the little captions into it and get that all set up. So just need to add the captions to it basically and get that ready, and then get the reels, or really TikToks, I really haven't posted on reels, TikToks ready to also post. So that is what I need to do right now, and I want to get that done before I forget to post it. I'm honestly shocked that I'm able to be this productive today, because I literally woke up at 5 a.m. and I'm so friggin' tired. I've managed thus far with at least the top that I wanted to get done for now, so that's good. I'm gonna work on the pink Adelaide dress after, and yeah, I'll start maybe packaging some things up to send out so I can start getting things just like out of the way. Finally getting through something. I still obviously have so much left to do, I feel like, but slowly making progress, slowly but surely. Anyway, I'm gonna do this really quick and then I'll get back to you guys. So I just got that done and posted, and my friends want to go out for lunch today, which we were originally going to go out for dinner, but they're changing plans on me, which actually might be more beneficial for me, because that way I'm already out of the house and I can stop by the post office and then just go to Joann's too, and I can just do it all at once and then just like stay here the rest of the night working. So I think that honestly works out a lot better for me than the original plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and package up. I have two silver tops and then the blue top to package up, because the other silver top is in combination with a few other things, so I'm gonna keep that there for now. But yeah, I want to package these up so I can take those to the post office with all the white tops too that I've already done, which have just been sitting here because I haven't been able to go to the post office. So let's get that packaged up, and then we can probably start getting ready to go, honestly, because it's about that time of day. Okay, so I'm back. I had a nice little lunch with my friends, so that was a much needed break. I also ended up going to the post office, dropping off the packages, and then going to Joann's, and I think I found thread that kind of matches a lot better than what I originally had. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the original one that I had, and then this is the one I got, so this one's a little bit darker. Obviously, it's still not a perfect match because this is such a weird gold color, but I think this one will look a little less starkly different than that one. So I'm glad I got something. So I got that, so I'll be ready to get the gold ones done as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the pink dress here soon, and then once I get that pink dress kind of like done and serged with the white thread, then I'll switch it to the gold thread for the gold tops. But yeah, I'm feeling like we can maybe be a little bit more productive today, hopefully. I'm glad I like have some orders like out already into the world. It makes me feel better to know that people are going to start receiving things in the next week or so. So that's good, you know, getting things out of the way. Need to get some stuff together. Let's start sewing. So I've decided that I want to test out this machine and try sewing down here, just because it's actually really pretty nice out today. It's not really that cold, so it feels really nice in this room. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to figure out how to thread this, assuming it is all roughly the same. And yeah, let's see if I can figure this out. Not gonna lie, this is a little scary. Okay. I literally have no clue if this is how you thread it. I'm just like assuming right now, because I feel like most machines are roughly the same, but you know, you never know. Maybe they're not. I also went ahead and switched out the needle because it was obviously like a super rusted needle. It had a plastic bobbin in it already, so I'm gonna assume that my plastic bobbins will work for it. Otherwise, I do have some metal ones from previous machines that I can like attempt to use. Okay, well that's not grabbing anything. Is this even in right? I'm confused. Well, I just broke the needle, so that was really good. Doing really great here. Great. Wonderful. What if I attempt to turn it on? Okay, well something's off because the bobbin doesn't even turn. So that is not good. And I have no clue how I would go about repairing that. So maybe this one's gonna be a no-go. Let's test out the one next to it and hope that that one works. I might have to just like look into this a little bit more in depth, but I just don't have the time to fully research it. So that was great. I broke a needle for pretty much nothing. We're doing great, guys. We are doing great. I swear, if these machines don't actually work and they've just been here for this long, I'm going to cry a little bit on the inside, but let's test out the other one. So I've been sitting here attempting to sew on this machine, and it is also not working out for me. And I don't know if maybe it's the way that I am threading it. And I'm trying to see online if there's a specific way to thread these machines, that like something that I'm missing, but I can't seem to find this model. I'm finding ones that have like all the threading stuff up in the front, but this one has it in the back, so it's like slightly different. And I just don't know if like I'm doing it right, and that's why it's not working. So love that. I just really tried to do this and none of it is working. Really love that for me. So this was a failed attempt. I'm gonna have to actually try to do this like on a different day when I actually have like all the time in the world and no orders to sew, because like I do think these will work, and if not, I can try to just get them fixed somewhere, because I just feel like these type of machines are usually easily fixable. It's some sort of like quick little mechanical problem and that's it. The problem is I don't know if there's any place here in Indiana that would know how to fix these, so yikes. But we'll figure something out. Yeah, we'll figure something out. It'll be fine. Anyway, back to the actual sewing studio upstairs then. So we're back upstairs and I'm gonna thread this machine. So here's the thing. I kind of bought all of those machines downstairs out of impulse at a time where I was like, I really need help. I really need somebody else sewing with me. I need more machines, blah, blah. And the first machine that I tried out that didn't work, I literally got at Goodwill for like 10 bucks. So I really didn't care if that one worked or not, because at the end of the day, it was literally 10 bucks. So it was nothing crazy, but, or maybe it was 20. I don't know. regardless, it was literally really cheap. The other two were about 170 each, and I kind of took a chance with those because here's the thing, I really want some industrial machines, but the Juki ones are really expensive, and I searched like for secondhand ones everywhere and there were just none in my area. I looked for so long, and then I ended up just coming across these two that I ended up getting, and people told me that they worked, but granted, these people are probably like family members of, like, you know, the grandma that it probably was originally for. They just see that it lights up and that it runs, but they didn't try to like sew anything on it, if that makes sense. So I don't know if they really work. Maybe I'm threading something wrong. I'm gonna have to go in depth about that and figure it out probably like over the holidays when I like take some time off. Yeah, maybe that was not the greatest investment in my part. I also find it hard to be in the garage sometimes. Like, I know so many of you guys ask about it all the time. I just like, I love my studio setup up here, especially having like the windows, the natural light, all the things. It's just such a small room to have multiple people in is my only problem, but realistically I really don't have multiple people in here a lot because my seamstress Starry doesn't really come in too often, so it wasn't, I don't know, I feel like I rushed into having a garage studio a little too soon, thinking that I was gonna need it right away and like have somebody under me more often and all the things, but life just didn't work out that way. And because I ended up doing so many like in-person events and things and hadn't really launched anything for a couple months, I didn't really use it because I'm not gonna be down there by myself if I don't need to, because I have everything up here. And also I just like have all my threads and all my things up here, and I don't want to have it in both places, and I don't want to fully move it all downstairs just yet either. So I guess I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, I guess that's my update in case any of you guys are wondering, because I feel like I get comments about the garage studio every once in a while, and it's still there and I really want to use it. It was really useful when it came to doing the photo shoot down there for the collection, so I really enjoyed it for that. And if I had somebody else helping me out like with cutting, it would be useful because I have the second cutting table down there, but I just haven't had that kind of help yet. But it's something that I'm hopefully looking into getting, because like I've said over the past couple of vlogs, I'm just very burnt out from sewing everything myself, and I feel like I need to start transitioning into like actually having help in sewing everything, and maybe doing a more like minor part in it myself rather than doing like a major part and having somebody else like help in a minor way. I feel like I need to flip that because it's burning me out, and then I don't feel motivated to want to do anything, and then I get like, you know, it's just not good for myself or for my business if I'm not feeling up to it. So yeah, that's something that hopefully I'll look into more in the new year, but I'm gonna have to figure out my garage situation maybe a little bit better. I don't know, I'll figure something out. But it was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. Hello, it is a little bit later. I thought I had a call at 4, but I think the person I was supposed to have the call with like messed up the day, and it was supposed to be today, but she set the call for tomorrow. So you know, that happened. So I just kind of waited around for a while, and then she ended up not coming to call. So I was like, okay, she really did mess up the date then. But anyway, we're on today's mental breakdown. I'm just really overwhelmed with the idea of sewing everything right now. And like, I know I've done this before, and I don't think it's like so much more than anything I've done before, but I think these pieces are just so much more time consuming and so much more like elevated than what I had done before, and you know, more pieces, more time, that it's just really hard for me to feel productive when like I'm only getting one thing done a day, if like maybe 2 things done a day, whereas like I'm used to getting like 4 to 5 things done a day usually. So it's been really rough to figure that out, and I just like wish I had more help, like hands-on help, and I just really don't know anybody who can help, and it's really frustrating because like, I don't know, I'm just really overwhelmed, clearly, and I just don't know what to do with it because I feel like I just get overwhelmed, then I can't work because I'm like in a bad headspace, which then makes me be more behind on everything and makes me more overwhelmed, and it's like an endless cycle right now. But it's like I don't even know how to like possibly get out of it. Like, I know I just need to get everything done, but it's like so hard for me to get anything done. We're not feeling good. We are not feeling good, and I just like wanted to share this because I feel like this has been my reality for like 2 weeks now, and it's so like contradicting because like my last couple of vlogs have done super well, and it's like, you know, productive vlogs or like work with me kind of vlogs, and you guys love those, and you're always telling me that like I'm like motivating you to work and that I'm so productive and all these things. And then it's just like, in reality, I spend a lot of my days like this, like so overwhelmed, like crying about things, and not feeling like I'm productive, and it's just, I don't know, it just trips me up because I don't want to be fake on the internet. I don't think I'm being fake, but it's like, it just doesn't feel like it's the full truth either, and I don't want to sugarcoat running a business on your own because it's not easy, never has been, probably never will be, and the reality is that like, this is how a lot of my days go, and if you run a business, I'm sure this is how a lot of your days go, so I like don't want to sound like my days are always great and perfect and everything always goes well, because that's not true. So anyway, I think I'm gonna take a little break tonight, even though I've been taking breaks probably every single day and have not gotten much done, but I just clearly need to clear my headspace before I get to work. So catch you guys in a little bit. So it is much later, and I've been kind of going into a spiral of like, the Adelaide dresses for whatever reason I've only made one fully, and then Starry came back and brought 3 other ones that she had done at home, and one of them is a size 2, which is the size that I am. So I was like, I should try it on to see if it fits, make sure that it's all good, and it is way too small, like way too small. Like, not like, oh, a tiny inch, it's like ridiculously small. So I took it apart to see if like maybe Starry had, you know, gone over with the seam allowance or something, but it just, there's no way that she would have gone over that much to make that big of a difference, because it's not like that's that many seams necessarily. So it wasn't that. And I'm looking at the original sample that I have of it, of the top part of it. I just like retried it on and it fits perfectly. So like, this sample was good when we had it, but I'm comparing like my actual patterns to it, and the patterns are a lot smaller and I'm trying to figure out why. So I went back and asked my pattern maker that did these. I just sent her a message. She's probably not gonna answer till tomorrow, because originally on these she had done a like 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I had told her like, hey, can we switch it to a 1/2 inch seam allowance just to give me more like wiggle room or whatever. And she said yeah, but she forgot to change it on the actual thing, like on this little circle thing. It says that includes a 0.25 seam allowance, but she had told me like, oh, I forgot to change those, it's a 0.5, like it should be good. But now that I'm like comparing it to the sample that I had made, feels like it's so much smaller, so there's like, something's wrong, and I'm just trying to figure out where we went wrong. I don't know if I printed these not to scale, but I'm pretty sure like there's like a little square that she puts on it, like a control square, so you can measure it out and make sure that, you know, it's correct. So it's like a 4-inch square, and then you measure it out to see if it was 4 inches, and when I measured it, it was 4 inches. So I don't know what went wrong, because the sample that I approved is correct, and I literally retried it on and it is perfect, and I went through all of our messages and I saw where I told her like, this is good. So I don't know where we went wrong, but I need to like put a halt on all of these Adelaide dresses, because I don't want to make any more if they're all going to be small, because I don't want y'all to receive really small dresses. But I don't know what the problem is. But now I'm like scared, because I've already cut out all of them, and like I have so little fabric of everything already, so I don't want to waste any of it. Worst comes to worst, I sell them as like one of already pre-made dresses in the sizes that I have them in, but I'm so stressed. Like, I don't know what to do about it, and I guess I just have to wait till my pattern maker answers. But this is where it would be really nice to have a fit model, so I could at least try the other dresses on and see if those are fine. Right now I can really only go off of the size 2 dress, which is what I am, but the other dresses are like a size 10, 14, and 12, and I don't have like a mannequin of that size. I don't have anybody of that size to even try it on to see if it would fit them. So I'm getting like really frustrated and just overwhelmed, and I don't know what to do about it. So I'm gonna put a halt on the dresses for now, and I'm just gonna work on the gold tops. That is what we're gonna get done tomorrow, and that is all I can do for now, because I literally don't know what to do with these dresses. But I have so many of them to make, and I was gonna do a restock of them, but I don't want to really restock them if I haven't figured this out yet. So I just feel like everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong, and I don't know what to do with myself, because I don't really have anybody to like help me with all of this type of stuff. Like, yeah, I have people to help me, like, you know, emotionally and logistically with things or whatever, but when it comes to actual like construction and creation, like I don't have anybody that gets it well enough to like problem solve with me. And whenever you look at something for so long, sometimes you just like miss like a very obvious thing, and I just wish I had somebody to look at this and be like, yeah, that is what you're missing, but I don't. So we'll figure this out. But yeah, I don't know. It's still early. I feel like it's super late, but it's only 7, so maybe I'll just start like serging all the gold tops and trying to get that at least started, because I know those are at least good. Hopefully. Now I'm like concerned that all of my patterns are small or something, but I think those should be fine. They're also, you know, adjustable, so it wouldn't be too big of a deal. But I did try on one that was a size 2 and it fit me, so hopefully all is well. I'm so scared now. I feel like this is the hard part about like entrusting somebody else into your business, like hiring a pattern maker, hiring a seamstress, whatever, is like scary because you don't have full control of that and you don't know where the mistakes are being made, but you're also paying for these things. It's like you're paying for maybe mistakes to be made, and it's just like very risky, and it's, you know, quite the learning curve. And I think that I just need to make more samples and do more fittings next time I do patterns, because clearly this is not a correct pattern right now, but I've already cut everything out. So, but I'm just frustrated because the one I approved was correct and I literally have the proof of it. I don't know. I need to like sit down and try to figure it out. So that's what we're gonna do, and maybe we'll sew in a little bit, but I just really need to figure this out. Good morning. It is the next day. I went to bed so early last night because I forgot that I had woken up at 5 a.m. and I was like falling asleep by 8. So I went to bed pretty early. I feel well rested. Anyway, today I want to just kind of get ahead on these gold tops and get these out of the way because I'm just having trouble with these dresses. So I want to just hold off on them until I can figure out what the issue is. Like, I don't want to make them and have them be like the wrong size, send them out, and, you know, deal with all that. So I'm gonna wait on them until I figure out what the problem is. Kind of frustrating, honestly, but at least I figured it out before I had them all done. I guess that's better than nothing. So gonna work on these gold tops, get these done, and then later today I'm just hanging out with some friends, and then tomorrow I am going to Dallas super early in the morning for Thanksgiving. So I'm just gonna like take a couple days to think and process and try to figure out what's up before I come back Saturday for the restock and all the things. So yeah, I feel like everything's gonna start piling on so much because of all this, but I also like don't want to continue to try to produce all this if I know there might be something wrong. But I'm sure I'll probably maybe update you guys on my Instagram to let you know, but I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully I'll figure it out by like today or tomorrow, but let's get these gold tops done and get something out of the way. So I literally never thought we'd get here, but I finally finished the 3 gold tops. So I have 2 of them that I can ship out. One of them has another item with the order, so I can't ship that out yet. So happy to get 3 more things done and out of the way. It's about 12 now, so I'm gonna actually just take my lunch break now. And after that, I think I'm just going to edit and prep some things for when I leave for Dallas, make sure things are ready and set to go for Saturday, as far as like my video uploads and things like that. And yeah, I might leave it there for this vlog. I think this vlog is chaotic enough as is. I feel like this week has just been testing me in every single way, shape, and form possible. So I hope that you enjoyed that insight into my life and business. I definitely don't want to portray it as something that's like easy and that I am always super productive and like everything's going well all the time, because it's just not, and that's just not how life works. So there's insight into that. I think the next vlog that you'll be getting from me is actually going to be the start of Vlogmas, which is really exciting. So if you don't know what that is, in December I upload an extra day in the week, so I'll upload Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday just for like a fun little thing up until Christmas. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss out on my extra little uploads for the month. And thank you for sticking around through this not so productive vlog. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!